Hey guys, it's Ryan back and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing some more reading. Today we're on level P and we are going to read on Raz Kids. We are on level P and today we're going to read a book called Magnetism. Now, does anybody have some predictions? Great predictions. Predictions are not right. Predictions are not wrong. It is just the same. Okay, so let's see if our predictions come true or if we need to fix it. Okay, here we go. And guys, you may be wondering why I did this. It's because I'm on an Apple iPad, my blue iPad, and the recorder permission on audio is denied. So that's why I'm doing it here. Okay guys, this book, you are going to learn all about the title cover called Magnetism. Let's go. A magnet is a metal object that sticks to other metals. You might have some magnets among your toys. There are probably magnets on your refrigerator. But did you know that there may be hundreds of magnets in your home? You cannot see most of them, but they are inside your television, telephone, and stereo. They are inside electric motors that power your blender and hair dryer. Computers are full of magnets, and all the electricity that runs these things comes from magnetism. Okay, let's try pronouncing this word. Magnetism. 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 Louder. Magnetism. Give yourselves a big round of applause and pat on the back. Magnetism and magnets. Magnetism is an invisible force. Let's try and pronounce that. Force. Louder. Force. Louder. Force. Louder. Force. Louder. Force. Louder. Force. Good job. Give yourselves a big round of applause and pat on the back. A force is anything that pushes, pulls, or moves an object. Magnetism is a special force that only pulls some metals, such as iron. A magnet will not push or pull plastic or tin. Magnetism flows in one direction through a magnet, no matter what shape the magnet is. It flows on one end and out the other. These ends of a magnet are called magnetic poles. Let's try pronouncing that. Magnetic poles. Louder this time. Magnetic poles. Louder. give a pleasant pat on the back. Nice job pronouncing magnetic poles. Every magnet has a north and south pole. The force flows out the north pole and back in the south pole. You can use two magnets to feel magnetism flowing. The north pole of one magnet will stick to the south pole of the other. Now, try to push the two north poles together. It feels almost like trying to connect two hoses that are both spraying water. The magnetic force pushes the north poles apart because the magnetic forces are flowing against each other. Two north poles will always repel each other. Let's practice pronouncing that word. Repel, louder, repel, louder, repel, loudest of all, repel! Give yourselves a big round of applause and pat on the back for that. So, for two south poles. Do you know magnets, the north and south poles, names have came from compasses? I will read it again. Do you know the north and south poles got their name from compasses? The Earth's iron core is magnetic. No. Earth's north and south magnetic poles are not quite like the true north and south poles. The north magnetic pole is in northern Canada. The south magnetic pole is in the Pacific Ocean south of Australia. Since Earth's core moves around, the magnetic poles too. Since Earth's core moves around, the magnetic poles move too. They can even flip completely around. If this happened today, your compass needle would point south. Do you know the Earth's iron core is magnetic? The whole planet acts like a giant magnet. If you dangle a magnet by a string, one pole will point north and the other will point south. This is exactly how a compass works. This gives the north and south poles of a magnet their names. Magnetic field. The magnetic force flows out the north pole of the magnet. Then it loops around outside the magnet and flows back into the south pole. Magnetism flows through space in lines of force. The invisible shape formed by the lines of force around the magnet is called a magnetic field. Hold on, guys. My mom has to tell me something. Okay, I'm sorry, guys. Any iron or other magnets inside a magnetic field will be pulled toward the magnet. Stronger magnets have more lines of force and larger magnetic fields. To see a magnetic field, place a magnet on a piece of paper. Sprinkle iron fillings around the magnet. The feelings will gather along the lines of force in the shape of the magnetic field. How are magnets made? So in this station, you are going to learn about how are magnets made. The first magnets were made of a natural rock called lodestone. People used pieces of lodestone in compasses, but they did not know how they worked. Every material is made of extremely tiny pieces called atoms. Most atoms spin. This spinning creates a tiny force. In most things, like rocks or plastics, the atoms spin every which way. The tiny forces never add up. But when something becomes magnetized, the atoms spin in the same direction. All the tiny forces add up to create a magnet force. Eventually, people learned how to line up the atoms in some metals to create new magnets. Some things, such as iron, become magnetized more easily than others. A piece of ordinary iron is placed inside a strong magnetic field. The magnetic force makes the iron atoms line up and spin in the same direction. This makes a new magnet. The more atoms that spin in the same direction, the stronger the magnet becomes. So, if you drop a magnet, some of the atoms get knocked out of line and the magnet gets weaker. Magnetism and electricity. Magnetism and electricity are very closely related. Magnets can make electricity, and electricity creates magnetic fields. This is because both magnetism and electricity affect the way atoms spin. All the electricity you use comes from machines called generators. Generators make electricity by spinning magnets around coils of wire. The magnetism creates an electric current in the wire. The difficult part is getting the magnet spinning. Power plants use running water, wind, or steam from burning fuel to turn the magnets. Electricity can create special magnets called electromagnets. A wire is wrapped around a regular piece of iron. Then an electric current from a battery or outlet flows through the wire. The electric current makes a magnetic field. This magnetizes the iron, but the iron only stays magnetized as long as the electricity is on. Using magnetism. The earliest use of magnetism was the compass, a small, freely moving magnetic needle pointed to Earth's magnetic North Pole. This helped guide travelers and explorers. Modern travelers still use compasses. Electricity comes from spinning magnets inside generators, and electric motors work like generators in reverse. They use electric current to spin magnets. The magnets are attached to fans, cutting blades or wheels. This is how fans, blenders, and remote control cars work. Did you know that there are different kinds of fans too? Like a person is a fan of your channel on YouTube? Yeah, that is what a different kind of fan means. Yeah, there are two different kinds of fans. A fan machine, which blows out air, and a fan of a YouTube channel or anything. Magnetism can also encode information or store it in a special code. Cassette tapes, videotapes, computer discs, and credit cards. I'll read it again. Cassette tapes, videotapes, computer discs, and credit cards all use strips of tiny magnets. The magnets are the size of grains of powder. There can be millions of magnets on one tape, disc, or credit card. Each tiny magnet points on its own direction. The different positions of the magnets create a code. Tape players, VCRs, and computers sense the tiny magnetic fields and read the code. Putting a credit card, tape, or disc near a powerful magnet can mess up or erase the code. Some high-speed trains run on electromagnets. The trains have powerful electromagnets on the bottom. The track also has powerful electromagnets. The two electromagnets face each other so that they repel each other. The magnetic force is so strong that it lifts the train off the track. The train floats above the track. It actually flies as it travels. This makes a fast, smooth ride. Special machines called MRIs can look inside a person's body. The person lies in a tube cut right down the center of a very powerful magnet. The lines of force flow through the person's body. The magnetism is so strong that it causes the atoms in the body to spin in the same direction. Special sensitive instruments can tell how fast the atoms spin. Computers figure out what kind of atoms they are based on how they spin. This gives doctors an idea of what is going on inside a person's body. Doctors can find atoms that are not supposed to be there. They can see cancer and other diseases. MRIs give doctors a look inside the body without having to cut the body open. Conclusion. While magnets may seem simple, there's no end to the uses. Every time you watch a tape, turn on the air conditioner, or even turn on the light, you are using magnets. Someday you may ride on a high-speed train or use an MRI. Playing with magnets can be lots of fun. Magnetism you play with is the same force that has made modern life possible. The end. Okay, guys. Thanks for watching this 21-minute video. I am so proud of myself. And we hope you have enjoyed magnetism. Do not forget to like and sub for more videos every week. And smash the notification bell with all. And do not forget to get notifications with me doing live streams. Okay, guys. See you in my next video. Bye-bye.